My Little Pony, the movie, is based off the very popular TV series My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and has developed a very wide following by adult men called bronies. And watching this movie, I wanted to not necessarily be a brony, but kind of hop on that train, kind of understand why everyone, or at least a lot of adult men, really like this product, really like this new show, really like these characters. I wanted to get a good feel for My Little Pony and enjoy the movie, so I was going into it pretty optimistic. And in this movie, we have Twilight Sparkle and the rest of her friends who go on an adventure to stop evil that has threatened Equestria. And it's a pretty simple plot, but whatever. It doesn't need to be really complicated. It's My Little Pony. So I was kind of looking forward to it in that regard. I was like, maybe this could be a decent movie. I heard some decent things about it, and I didn't like My Little Pony the movie very much. Bronies, or any My Little Pony fan in general, this is not to insult you in any regard. I don't think this is a bad movie by any means. It just isn't for me. If you are a My Little Pony fan, I think you'll really dig this movie. Definitely go see it if you are. You're going to see it anyway. But I would actually recommend it to the fans. I don't know if I'd recommend this to anyone else. Because My Little Pony the movie, in my opinion, is a really dull movie. There are a lot of good things about this movie. I'll guess list the positives first. There is really good voice acting here. We got a lot of big celebrities. Yeah, the voice acting is very good. The animation, the 2D animation is gorgeous. The animation is amazing. It's so beautiful. The animation was the thing keeping my attention in this movie, because I didn't really care about anything else. But the animation's gorgeous. It's great seeing a new 2D mainstream animated movie, because you don't get a lot of 2D mainstream animated movies these days. It just doesn't really happen. Early 2D movies in general. 2D animated movies, I mean. But it was really refreshing to see a 2D animated movie. But I wish it could have been done with a better movie in general. But we'll get to that in a sec. As far as other positives go, this has some really great themes in it. Like, this is borderline a good movie. It's not, I don't think it's good necessarily, but I don't think it's bad by any means. Because this movie has a lot of really good themes in it. Like, it has really good themes of, like, because this movie's, like, really built on friendship, and it has a very fun, innocent vibe to it. At least it's supposed to. I didn't necessarily have fun watching it, but it has a very innocent, friendly vibe to it. And it has some really realistic themes in the movie that they bring up. How the world isn't just sunshine and rainbows, and you can't just prance around happily and expect everything to turn out right. It really does go for that, and I really give them balls, because they had some pretty deep themes in this movie. It really worked, actually. And the characters are perfectly serviceable, aside from an annoying character or two. Honestly, the villain was fine. Liev Schreiber sounded like he was having fun. But my problems with My Little Pony the movie aren't even that big. It's just that it's not made for me. My biggest problem with the movie is that it's just really dull. It's just not a very entertaining movie, in my opinion. It's just not very fun. I was just kind of sitting there like this the whole time. Just watching it. I didn't tune out, but I was never really engaged. I didn't really care. It's a very predictable plot. As I said, there's a couple annoying characters who give off some pretty bad comedic jokes. That's kind of redundant, but whatever. Some of the comedy in this movie works fine, actually. There is some good humor here. But, yes, there's a couple characters that didn't really work for me. Michael Pena's character in particular, wasn't a big fan of him. I like Michael Pena, but that character wasn't needed. But aside from that, yeah, it's a predictable plot, but I mean, I can't really get that mad at it, even though it is insanely predictable. Like, the main villain of the movie, Tempest Shadow, I believe is her name. voiced by Emily Blunt. She comes out, and I'm not going to say what exactly because I don't want to spoil it, but there is a certain feature to this character, and once I noticed this, I was like, oh, they're going to bring that up later, and that's going to come into play at the end. Little did I know. Well, what am I saying? I knew. It was very predictable. But, I mean, I can't really get mad at My Little Pony the movie. It's meant for, like, 7-year-olds, even though it's got a large adult male fan base, which is great. If you like My Little Pony, awesome, dude. Like, anyone who likes My Little Pony. If you're into My Little Pony, great. Go see this movie. You'll enjoy it. But for me, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I'm not a My Little Pony fan, I guess. I just don't get into it. I didn't really like this movie. I'm going to give My Little Pony the movie a C+. It's not really a bad movie, but I don't like it either. I don't think it's good. It's just really middle of the road, bleh, mediocre, dull animated movie. Which sucks, because I really wanted this to be like 2D animation's big comeback. Maybe it will be as far as the box office goes, but for me, I didn't really enjoy it. But yeah, so that is my review for My Little Pony, the movie, so peace.